Hello and welcome. This is going to be a quick walkthrough of a deck that I just won recently, and it even arrived recently, which is quite surprising because the post office kind of sucks these days. The giveaway was run by the lovely Star Spoons and Star Spoons. Oh God, Stars and Spoons. Sorry about that. I'm going to link their Instagram account down below. You can check their feed out. They post pick a card readings and just beautiful pictures sometimes. So yeah, do please show some love to them. This is the 80s deck. In the giveaway there was the Queer Tarot, I think, the 90s and the 80s deck. And to be honest, I would have been happy with either of them because I was born in the 80s, grew up in the 90s, and well, I'm queer, so everything is fitting. So now I got this lovely sticker as well, besides the deck, which came in this really cool, okay, it's collecting, fluff, but oh well. It's a black felt, no, it's not felt, what is it called, whatever called, fabric bag. And this beautiful, okay, let me peek, it was a Botswana agate, pink Botswana agate. I haven't heard about this yet, so I don't even know what it can do or how it works, but I definitely want to check it out. And as you can see, I also got this really lovely postcard as well. So let's take a look at the deck, shall we? I remember seeing this deck, and as someone who was born in the 80s, I don't know that much about the 80s because, I was a child. I know more about the 90s. And as far as I remember, the things depicted in the deck are more connected to, obviously, to the Western culture, America, why do I say this so weirdly? The United States, and maybe West Germany, and France and that part of Europe, because, well, let's be honest, Hungary was not in the best of, although compared to now, where things are interesting, maybe that wasn't that bad, and that's kind of effed up that I'm saying that. But so what I want to say with this, that I don't necessarily know everything about what's in this deck as cultural reference, because I grew up with different things. But that still doesn't mean, or maybe that's is going to be the reason why I can read with it, because I heard people saying that they just go down in memory lane and think about their own memories, and that prevents them from reading with the decks. So maybe that's going to be something that's actually a blessing in disguise. So I guess there's no little vibe book, but we have these little cards with the meanings, which is kind of the same, and I don't mind. I have no idea if this is but I'm assuming that this came with the deck, and that Leah didn't make it. But for someone who's starting out, with tarot, I think these are perfectly fine, because all you need is a few keywords to start with. So the backs are, I remember they look really cool. I like the colors and everything. And yeah, I was born in 82, so by the end of the 80s I was kind of like a child who maybe knew something. I'm not going to say that. Okay, so I don't find, okay, where's the Fool? Maybe the Fool is at the beginning, yeah, it's the end. So I hope the deck is in, it looks like it's in the order because I didn't check. Okay, so we had obviously the A-team, so I knew, here's the Fool, interesting. I don't remember much from the TV show, but let's see. Let's go a little bit here. The cardstock seems to be very nice, by the way, and I really like this vintagey background. The Magician. Do we have a? No, we don't have a description. Okay, but these are those, when you insert a coin and you get a little fortune telling slip. We never had these, at least I never went to anywhere where we had these. Also, these bowls, I mean, I saw them in movies and TV shows, and I really wanted one, but I never had one, and they were not sold here. We didn't get a lot of these things that were basic or usual for you guys in, you know, like I said, in the United States or Western Europe, because we got other things from Russia. Okay, Empress. I mean, I had a doll that was just like this. And you know what I did? I cut off her head. No, not head, oh Jesus, please. Hair. So she had a very, very short pixie kind of hair. I kind of did that to all my dolls. I made them short-haired dolls. I had a Barbie with a very, very long hair, one that, you know, was as long, knee-high long, or how do you say that? You know, it was very, very long, and I cut it to a low-cut, like, not, it wasn't a pixie, but it was a bob cut. Yeah, that's why it's a low-cut bob cut or whatever. So I kind of like cutting my dolls' hair off. The Emperor. Okay. Why is it a cleaner? Interesting. It was a vacuum cleaner, right? The Hierophant. See, I don't know about this one. So this is going to be the one where I can say what I know and what I don't know. Of course, Lovers photo booths, we had photo booths, but just, I think it was recently, you know, it wasn't in fashion until I think the 2000s or something. The Chariot. I mean, obviously. I wish. I mean, how cool. Okay, it wouldn't be cool because there would be a lot of accidents in air, but flying cars, yeah. Strength, I'm assuming it is Terminator. Was it in the 80s? Oh god, I feel old. Yoda, looking interesting. And isn't it funny that the new generation now have Baby Yoda? Okay, I know he has it, I don't know, don't watch it. But my sister does have a name, but I forgot the name. Justice. I kind of think about Police Academy, but maybe it's not that. Hanged Man with Pac-Man. And the Cherry. Why is it a Hanged Man? Because you can't freaking never finish the game. Wheel of Fortune. Oh, I used to love to play this. I mean, the amount of time that I, you know, did this to find out how my future husband's eye color and hair color and stuff like that will be. It was so much fun. I mean, it's the equivalent of pick a card reading these days for love reading. Death. Oh, I used to have one, but not when I was that, you know, little, just later. We pretty much got everything, I think, like 10 years later. Temperance. Temperance is a phone. What does the Temperance card say? Why is it a phone? Please comment down below, you know, if you know anything, or if you have a suggestion for a walkthrough where the person who's going through the deck knows about the deck, you know, the interpretations and what it means, because I would like to know more about them. What am I looking for? Balance, harmony, self-control, moderation. So the keywords are the usual. Self-control, so you shouldn't call people. I don't know. The Devil. Oh, hell yeah. It's the same guy. It's still the same for now. The Tower. Oh. Yeah. It's called the Challenger, right? Was it the one that exploded? It was on my actual birthday. It was the 1st of February, so. But I can't keep mixing up the names of the, what is it called, rockets, whatever, because I only learned about these much later. The Star. Oh, we never had this one. So I think it was Lisa's walkthrough. Maybe I think I should rewatch hers. as well, where she showed this one, that it's supposed to move on your palm according to your temperature or something. We never had that, so I don't know this one. It wasn't a thing here. The moonwalk, interesting. The sun, oh, that looks Miami Vicey. It would look cool as a poster, wouldn't it? Judgment, how to be better. Okay, I don't know this one either. I mean, it's just self-help stuff. I mean, haha. I knew this one because Rubik's Cube is a Hungarian invention, just in case you didn't know. And I'm kind of proud of that. Just like C vitamin and Rubik's Cube is something that I'm proudly claiming as Hungarian. Ace of base. No, it's best, obviously, but come on. So, is the ace, is the what? Do we get to know? Let's see. No, I don't think so. No, I don't know. At the top of my head, let's see what the what is it? Let's try to figure out. I mean, I'm guessing it's swords, but maybe not. Could be wands as well. Okay, it's kind of annoying that I don't know. Okay, I'm not going to, get a hang of it. I have no idea which minor is this. So it's fun. Two of bass. I mean, is it? Hairspray. Could be two of swords, right? Like hearing, so to speak, coming out two different options. I don't think it's wands. This is annoying. Oh, there are different colors for each suits. That's cool. We have cups for cups. That's very reassuring. We have coins and blades. Okay, so no, these are the ones. Okay. I mean, that helps. Two of wands. Well, yeah, I mean, deciding between the two. Okay. Three of pass. I mean, I don't mind them to be, renamed, but I like them to be obvious, because I don't get the three of wands from this one, for example. Not at first glance. But, for example, the four of wands could be very well taking a picture, remembering that moment, that one just Kodak moment that was so happy and so perfect, because people used to only use these when there was something that you wanted to celebrate. They were not taking pictures of everything all the time like we do now. I mean, I'm trying to change that. I really am trying to, keep only those pictures that I actually mean to keep. So I delete my food and my whatever pictures after I send them to my family, and I share it with whoever I want, because there's just no point. So I'm trying to be more mindful about pictures, so I will actually go back and look at them, because if you open a folder and there's like a 10,000 picture, you're just not going to start looking through them, and then what's the point, right? Five of wands. Do not touch. Okay, I kind of like this because I read the five of wands. No, I read the five of swords like that, so I'm not saying anything. Okay, because I read the five of swords as selfish energy, but yeah, don't touch, I can work around. So yeah, I was kind of thinking that it could be the ones, because these look like the tour bus when you're reaching public success, with the six of wands. Seven of wands. Oh, Jenga, interesting. The eight I don't know what that is. So yeah, we'll see how this deck is going to be working with. I mean, I definitely have to learn. I mean, I was thinking I could use it if I don't know the meaning, but I mean, I have to. I mean, is it rocky, right? Ten of Wands, okay. There are cards like this one that you can actually use without knowing anything, but there was that figure in this one. I don't get anything from the Prince of Bass. Oh. I don't like Prince's music. You can hate me, yes, but I mean, not everybody has to like. I mean, but I respect everything. Just don't like it. Knight of Bass. No one looked like this here, I don't think. Only in video clips and stuff. Queen of Bass. Is this oh, how do you say, how do you call these little guys running around pretending to be soldiers? Man, I mean, come on now, they do that. No, I'm not going to remember the name, but I kind of think that's the same. Oh, jeez, it's annoying. King of Bass with, is it the Chicago Bulls? Because I was a Chicago Bulls fan. Okay, Ace of Blades. I'm assuming that it's either, no, it has to be a TV something, right? I don't know. Not a game, I mean. Ghost B and E.T. Why is it B? Wasn't it just Ghost? Three of Swords. I don't know. Sorry guys, it's not very helpful. I know Freddy, obviously, because I watched it and I shouldn't have, and I had nightmares, and I never want to watch anything like that anymore, ever again. Okay, it's a little mixed up. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention, but it's okay, we can fix it. See, everything is fine. So, Five of Blades. Okay, why is it bloody? Six of Blades. Is it a horror movie, or am I just thinking about something that it's not there? Seven. Oh, Betrayal, She Wrote. Murder, She Wrote is still one of my favorite shows, and we got it only like 10 years ago, I guess. Or maybe a little more, but you know, we just got it recently. It wasn't something that it was shown in the 80s here, and it's still on TV. Angela Lansbury all the freaking time, and I love it. I mean, I don't have a TV, but when I hear my grandmother watching it, I'm just kind of happy. Eight of Blades. I only watched the first Alien. It freaked me out, and I never watched it anyone ever again, because I do not like horror movies. I like psycho thrillers, you know. I can't handle horror. And this movie, oh, I don't know the original name because I only know the Hungarian title, but this movie is the reason why I'm sleeping with always the blanket. It needs to be tucked under, you know, and my feet secured, and I can't sleep on beds that doesn't have something on, you know, that has a space underneath them, because these efforts are living there. So thank you. Oh god. And I know that it doesn't seem like a scary movie, but back then we watched it in the 90s, but I was still a child. I was 10 or something, or I don't know, even older. Even if I was 13, like I said, I can't handle horror movies, and that was freaking scary. And I'm not, you know, alone with that blanket thing. My sister is the same. Ten of Blades. Do you like me? Yes, no. Oh, no one asked me that in high school. At least I don't remember. I know I was asked stuff like that on notes. I mean, wasn't note passing one of the most fun thing in the world and exciting, you know, doing that? Because you didn't use your phone, you had to actually throw pieces of paper around. Good old times. Prince of Blades and Neverending Story is one of my favorite movie, and it's just so sad, and it's especially sad because Jonathan Brandis was in he was in the first, or no, I don't know if he was in the first one or the second, but yeah, he was in that, and he's dead, and he was my first crush in a way, in a, you know, in a celebrity kind of way, and I really liked him, and then yeah, this reminds me of him, so it's kind of make me sad. Knight of Blades with Ghostbusters, which I loved, and I liked the new one as well. I think that was a good one. I don't know why it had to be destroyed publicly. I think the story was good, the characters were good, and they could have done something with it, but obviously you can imagine a world where women are Ghostbusters, so it had to be destroyed. Queen of Blades. I mean, is it Leah? I don't know. I mean, just based on the hair, or am I really off mark here? King of Blades. Hercules, you know, from the TV show. Okay, I'm trying to be more, a little bit more quicker. Ace of Coins. Pretty much every coin machine, coin operated machine. Two of Coins. I'm trying to think if we had any. I mean, we had a game where we played tennis, but I can't remember how it was operated. Three of Coins. I mean, this fabric is kind of cool, isn't it? Four of Coins. I don't think we actually had this kind of candy. I mean, we had something similar, but I don't think we had this because I don't remember any holes in those that we had. Oh yeah, a floppy disk and error. I mean, I didn't own a computer until much later in my life. My brother had one, and he was in elementary school. And I used to play on his computer, and I played Doom. That was still my all-time favorite game, to be honest. Six of Coins. I never managed to win anything with any of these. Please comment down below if you did win ever. Care Bears. We had those. It was a thing here as well. Eight of Coins. I had one. I mean, I had a small kitchen, nothing serious, as you know, where you can actually cook something, so we didn't have these actual things that easy bake ovens, or what it's called. Trixie Mattel is doing a series on her channel where she cooks all sort of stuff, mostly cakes and cookies and pizza in those, so that's fun. Nine of Coins. I'm not entirely sure what this is. I mean, I'm thinking about something, but I don't know, because I don't think we had that. Ten of Coins definitely wasn't the gambling. Gambling wasn't a thing back then here in the 80s, and not even in the 90s, because it was 90. Was it 89 or 87? Where supposedly 89. The system or regime, whatever, was changed, but turns out it was just pretend, because those are those who changed the communist, whatever, socialist system back then, who were, you know, young and full of ideas and blah blah blah, are now the one who are in control, and they are worse than those people were that they replaced. And it's funny how you put statements from them from the past and their current words next to each other, how completely different the two are. But let's not go too political, because what's the effing point? Harrison Ford, right? Prince of Coins. Knight of Coins. Oh yeah, I mean, we had some, like I said, at least 10 years later, but I remember getting stuff, or maybe it was even later. Stop with cereal. I hope it's not too dark because the sun is setting soon. Queen of Coins with microwave. Food. King of Coins. I'm not entirely sure. Ace of Cups. Is it the Kool-Aid? I don't know. I only saw these in movies. I mean, I used to drink, you know, all these instant whatever, so... Oh, we have the Care Bears. We had My Little Pony, that was more of a bigger thing here. I think, at least when I was growing up. Three of Cups. 3 old ladies, and I don't know them, so... sorry. Bob Ross, I only got to know about him quite recently when I started actually painting with watercolor, so I didn't know about Bob Ross. But I still have some cassette tapes actually, because I have a few albums that I only own in this form, and I couldn't, you know, I have to find a way to digitalize them. I'm so sorry. Oh. I mean, someone made a mixtape for me once. That was quite romantic. E.T., obviously. That's a very good 6 of Cups. Seven of Cups with film needing to being developed. I used to have a pair of roller skates, and I was never able to really go in that anywhere just besides our fence outside. But they were so cool. They were black and the laces were neon green, so I really felt like I was kind of cool, you know, wearing them. I mean, it would have been cooler if I could actually use them, but what else? 9 of Cups with all the drink we shouldn't drink. 10 of Cups. I'm assuming this is a TV show. Yeah, I don't know. Karate Kid. Prince of Cups. I didn't really like that, to be honest. Ugh, can you please tell me why teenagers are doing the exact same things lately? Swear, I can't sleep because they walk around in the city around 11 and 11 p.m. and midnight blasting stupid music. I mean, if it would be at least something that I like, but no, their taste in music is horrible. And yeah, I stand by that. But I don't know why is it so freaking, you know, it came back to fashion, and they can't have a conversation obviously because they can't hear each other, so on top of the music they shout a lot. And I'm like, dude, there are headphones that you can use separately, you know, one pair, and listen to the same shit, so please use them. I know how old I sound, but I don't care. Happy Mix, chill, real fun mix, Happy Mix too. I used to make, okay, not cassettes, but I used to burn all my favorite songs on CDs, and they were the Dragon CDs. I had at least 9, and I used the same dragon drawing that I used for the cover as my first dragon tattoo. And I never, you know, I can't remember who the artist was for that, which sucks. And Alf. We had Alf, yeah, we used to watch that. Yeah, I think I liked that show back then. So yeah, this is the 80s tarot. Sorry guys, I know I didn't know a lot of things, but interesting color. But I'm kind of curious. I want to work with this deck because I believe that, you know, if you win something, it meant to find you. The Sacred Oracle was the first, and this is the second deck that I won, and that's just turns out to be one of my most and all-time favorite oracle decks. I keep recommending that to everyone, so I'm quite curious how this one is going to work out, and you know, if I'm going to like it as much, because I think once I know who's who in the cards, I will get a better feeling for it. Let's see. I mean, I overhand shuffle because I do. But let's have a few cards out on the table so we can actually see how they look next to... Oh, thank you, the Tower. Should I feel encouraged? I mean, Ace of Blades after it, so the Tower is something, and then the Hermit. So this is how it looks on the table. I didn't show you, but let's check. We have the Muse Tarot here. It is exactly this, almost exactly the same. It's just a smidge, I like the word, thin, smaller, so it's pretty much standard tarot size. But they look nice next to each other with all the lines, even if, you know, the colors are different, and it helps that the minors are different colors, so you know which minor you're pulling. Okay, I didn't mean to do this, you know, pull 3 the same. Let's put some weird ass Empress, the Devil, and 9 of Cups. Oh, which is also a really nice combination of cards. So yeah, this was I mean, like, it was quite quick, you have to admit. I mean, it's just half an hour, so so thanks again, Leah, for not just hosting this giveaway but really sending me the deck, and it's gonna be really fun to, you know, start working with it. And thank you guys for watching this actually quick walkthrough. And yeah, let's talk about the 80s in the comment section below. Do you have the deck? Do you grow up in the 80s, or you know, you were born later? What do you know about the 80s? What's your perception about those years, and you know, what you saw in the deck? Can you can you connect to the deck if you were not growing up with these things? I'm quite curious, so please comment down below and see you in the next one.